I like China. I'm not ready to buy China because we're not getting any signal from the PBOC to buy China, and that's what I mean by here when I say that we're not getting signal. It's very nascently starting to inflect. If you think about the easing we're seeing in China, and again, I think they're waiting to come out of lockdown. Why in the heck would you overly aggressively stimulate while you got the two biggest cities in the country on like basic total lockdown? Doesn't make a ton of sense. But anyway, what I'm showing in this analysis is 3 month Shibor. Going back to that analysis we showed earlier, Chinese banks account for 83% of private non-financial sector leverage in the mainland economy. So you go find interbank lending rates. That'll tell you everything you need to know about the sort of shape and scope of the PBOC's policy initiatives. And so right now, what you typically seen is a 200, 300 basis point decline in 3 month Shibor that typically creates these massive accelerations in the Chinese credit impulse. Well, we have not seen that yet. The reason I have the red dotted line, the blue dotted line, is that historically you have to wait until after you get the easing to buy. The 2011, 2012 was the only time we saw the market front run the Chinese easing cycle. Every other time we had problems until afterwards. And so I just want to flag that as an attention. I don't think China is going to be the panacea to rescue the global economy from this malaise that I think a lot of investors you're certainly going to hope that it will. We've seen this cycle before where the media gets hold of a narrative. You get markets trading higher, or trading, from a counter trend perspective for a series of days or a series of weeks or even as long as a month. And then boom, the narrative gives out because it's not supported by the fundamentals. And this is why we do 145 slides, because we want to help you get deeply rooted in the fundamentals. So when you hear these narrative-based reporting from financial media, or you log on to FinTwit and it's every which way, there's narrative this, narrative that, we want you to be able to say, hey, I know what chart that corresponds to. That's wrong. I know what chart that corresponds to. That's correct. We go down this rabbit hole. Don't waste my time down this rabbit hole. Respect your focus budgets. I'm doing the work for you so that you can respect your focus budgets at a much higher level. But anyway, just going back to China, we're starting to see 3 month Shibor kind of inflect lower. But again, it doesn't look like anything what we've seen in previous cycles. So again, I'm in wait and see mode on China. I don't think I need to buy the exact bottom of the chart. I certainly won't buy the exact bottom of the chart. No intention of buying the exact bottom of the chart on China. But there will be a point in time, I think, in the next kind of 6 months or so, where we are going to look like we are levered long China. I would assure you that if our forecasts are correct in terms of the inflection of the Chinese growth and liquidity cycle. But again, not there yet.